Why I am no longer Roman Catholic, and it is my chicken sex poem. My father took me outside, gesturing his hand to the chickens we had occupying our downtown backyard, saying, "Nolan, do you see what that rooster is doing to that hen?" I turned my head to witness the rooster thrust himself on top of the hen, using his sharp beak to pin her head to the ground, while his talons kept her body under control while he convulsed on top of her repeatedly. The unwilling hen could do nothing in her position other than let out a low moan expressing enormous pain. My father said simply, "That is how babies are made." He then explained the shocking truth that human beings engage in such practices. Roman Catholic human beings, nonetheless. That my 6-month-old sister had come into existence using this method. The image of my father, running at my mother, jumping on top of her, biting the back of her neck and holding her legs down while convulsing on top of her, is scarring. He swiftly concluded that sex should be an experience confined to a married couple. But this was not necessary. I had already sworn to avoid it forever. Before this day when my innocence was so unexpectedly broken, life was the Garden of Eden. Babies were delivered by the stork. Mommies and daddies loved each other unconditionally. And this scene would have never played out. But this story was my myth of original sin. My father had plucked the apple and forced me to eat, like all good Roman Catholics. I needed to be taught that human beings are rooted in evil. That my baby sister began as violence. And no matter how pure she looked on the outside, she was just as evil as we all are. I feared for all of us, because if I were God, sitting in my house in the clouds, deciding who would join me after they died, I would certainly not pick anyone created using this method. These damages ran deep, and I still have trouble convincing myself that sex is love. We are love, and human beings are not chickens. These damages run deep because Roman Catholicism is a drug, more addicting than alcohol, harder to wean off of than heroin, and there's no Catholics Anonymous. And every time I hear a rooster crow, I'm back off the wagon.